All right, for this equation, what we're going to do is solve for x, again by using logs once we get rid of the base 2. So on this problem, what we have to get rid of first is the positive 4 by doing the opposite, which is negative 4 on both sides. So I end up with 8 times base 2 raised to the power of x plus 1. Now positive 4 and negative 4, again, that's 0, so it goes away. It's equal to 5 minus 4 is 1. Now before I get rid of the positive 2, I have to get rid of the 8 by doing the opposite. And remember that we're multiplying by 8. The opposite of multiplication is division, so I have to divide by 8 on both sides. So I end up with base 2 raised to the power of x plus 1 equals 1 over 8. Now I'm at the point where I need to get rid of the base 2 by rewriting it as a log. So again, to move this 2 to the other side, I need to rewrite it as a log. So I have x plus 1 is equal to the log. Remember, I'm moving that 2 to the other side, so it becomes the base of the log, base 2 of 1/8. Now, the log of base 2 of 1/8, you have to calculate on your calculator. Whenever you evaluate, what we get is, well, the x plus 1 equals all of this here. The log of base 2 of 1/8 is 3. And the last step on this one is I need to get rid of that positive 1 to isolate the x. The opposite of positive is minus, so minus 1 on both sides. So I have x, positive 1 and negative 1, they cancel. Negative 3 and negative 1, when I add those two or when I combine, I get negative 4. Now to check if I was to go back and plug in that value into my original, right? So I have the 8 times base 2 to the power of my x, we know it's negative 4 now, plus 1 plus 4. What we should get is the 5. And in this case, we do. So my answer is x equals to negative 4. All right, for the second example, what we have is 21 is equal to 5 times base 2 raised to the power of x plus 1. This example is exactly the same as the previous one. The only difference is that it's set up a little bit different. Now we have x on the right side of the equal sign, so I have to get rid of all the numbers around x and move them to the left side of the equal sign. Everything else is the same process. So I have to get rid of the positive 1, then the positive 5, then the base 2, in that order. So to get rid of the positive 1, I have to do minus 1 on both sides. So I have 21 minus 1 is 20 is equal to 5 times base 2 raised to the power of x. Positive 1 and negative 1, they cancel, so that is equal to 0. I don't have to rewrite it. Now, before I get rid of the base 2, again, I have to get rid of the 5. And remember, I'm multiplying. 5 times base 2. The opposite of multiplication is division. So I have to divide by 5 on both sides. I get 20 divided by 5 is 4. Is equal to base 2 raised to the power of x. Now, to get rid of my base, again, I have to rewrite it as a log. So I'm going to have log of base 2 4 is equal to x. And again, this part you have to plug it into your calculator and evaluate. And let me make sure I give you the right value. And you simply get log of base 2 of 4, that is equal to 2. So x is equal to positive 2.